All right, everybody, welcome back. Savas Algebra 2, Lesson 7-6, Trigonometry, Transformations of our sine and cosine types of graphs. And let's take a look at our next problem that we have here. Determine the amplitude, the period, and the phase shift. So amplitude, pretty straightforward. Amplitude, this coefficient right out here. So we're going to need a 2 in there. The period, if there was any coefficient on the x, we would take 2 pi divided by whatever that coefficient on the x was, because that's our frequency, how many times it does a cycle in our normal period. And here they want to know how long it takes to finish one. So just 2 pi there, because there's no horizontal stretch or compress there. So the period is going to be our 2 pi normal. And then the phase shift, how much has it been moved to the right or left? Now remember, a minus is like to the right. So that's part of like the formula. So when we go our phase shift right here, we should have our pi over 2. And if we do those, that should take care of that problem. Let's see what we have. See how it works. Our amplitude of 2, our period of 2 pi, and our phase shift pi over 2, which is actually moving it to the right. And I think all those should be exactly what they're after, which it is. Again, hopefully that helps. Now, when they go to the next one, they say use the graph. Now actually graph it. Type pi to insert pi as needed. So use the graph tool to graph the equation. So I'm gonna pop this out to get more tools on there. This looks like my graph that I want. It's going to start at pi over 2. So there's half of a pi over 2 to the right. A cosine, remember, starts up at 1, but this has a stretch factor, amplitude of 2. So it would be up there. So there's my graph. My amplitude, again, was 2. So that makes it, 20, not 22. And my period was 2 pi. And then where do I get right down here is my phase shift, pi over 2 to the right. Does that look right? So this looks like it flipped it. My cosine, why is it flipped? My cosine graph, amplitude 2, looks like it's graphing this is graphing like sine. If I want cosine, let's start that again. Let's clear it, clear all the objects. Is this going to do a cosine graph? So if I do a cosine graph, I want it to start here, and then I want to put that amplitude of 2 in, and then I want my period still 2 pi, and I want that phase shift of pi over 2. So there's my pi over 2 to the right. There's my amplitude of 2, and it's completing the cycle on my 2 pi. Okay, I think that looks good. So let me get out of here, save that. And my cosine graph, normally it's like a valley, but move pi over 2 to the right. This makes it look like it's a sine though, but that's just because now when it moved that over, did that phase shift. So let's see what it says about this. Excellent. Just what we were after. Hope some of that explanation, talking through it, looking at which buttons to push helps you out there a little bit. And with that, stick with it, keep working at it, just don't give up. And I know you will get this and you'll get out of it what you put into it. Have a great day, everybody.